Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital? Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Port Charles 411 recapping 2023. This was a crazy year. I feel like we say that every year.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to go month by month with hopefully didn't miss anything. If we did, just write it on in, pier54podcast@gmail.com. But I went through my notes. So I try to keep a running list as we go. And then this year I looked at my notes. It was like, what else did I miss? And I missed a bit. And then at the end, we will review what our hopes and predictions were for 2023 and how wrong we were.
Yep.
Really? Were we really off?
We just wanted things that ended up being impossible. Or things that I particularly was like, this is not going to happen, has since happened. So,
okay. And maybe this year we'll remember to keep like a running thing of when we say something on the podcast, we should be like, hey, does that ever happen? Okay. So getting started in January of 2023, Joss and Britt were almost hooked. That's when Dex was also shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because that is such an aphrodisiac, Joss and Dex slept together. But then Britt left and went back to the Haunted Star, and it turned out that she had been nicked by the hook. So she wasn't like fully hooked, but she was scratched, and there was poison, and she went back to Liesl, and they took a shot together to mother and daughter, and Liesl gave her a toast for her birthday, and then Britt died.
That was awful.
And then Joss broke up with Cam. Yeah.
I mean, we had this conversation in January.
Right.
We had the same conversation in January.
Should have broken up with him before sleeping with someone else.
I agree.
And then Esme wound up having amnesia because she wound up coming aboard the Haunted Star.
Yeah.
And then Heather took off the mask and was revealed to be the hook. And we started the year off with a seriously.
Well, right there, our predictions were.
Oh, yeah.
Neither one of us had guessed that Heather was the hook. So.
Well, no, because she wasn't supposed to be.
She shouldn't have been. But
she should not have been.
That was the beginning.
That was the
beginning of our downfall.
Great. And then we found out that Willow was matched on the registry, and then something happened with that match. That
something had changed from whenever he registered to now. He had some type of disease or something that made him unable to donate now.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, because we were like, why didn't they check that before they told her?
Right.
Because it felt like a pretty simple thing.
Yes.
Like it wasn't just.
Right. Like they ran their first set of tests and were like, oh, no, sorry. He can't donate.
Like that could have been done before you make the call.
Yeah.
And then Ava, Spencer, Laura, and others learn that Nicholas is the father of Esme's baby.
Or is he?
Right. Drew told Carly about Willow's leukemia the same night that Sunny and Nina read her paper in Britt's box. What? What was the...
Read her paper?
Nina read the paper that was in Britt's box. Oh, because remember, it was in Britt's box had Willow's... Remember there was like an envelope or something.
Oh, that had the DNA test?
Didn't it? What am I talking about?
I'm not sure. I don't remember that at all.
All right, so we'll just scratch that too. Drew told Carly about Willow's leukemia. Hold on.
Because your next statement is Carly told Nina that she's Willow's mom and that she had twins. So it didn't come from a piece of paper.
No, Carly definitely told her because when she found out, she was torn about, do I tell her, do I not? But then when she found out that she could save Willow, of course she did. Drew asked Carly why she doesn't want to find Willow's parents. She came clean about Denise and Josiah, but not Nina, because remember she paid off those people. Was that 2022? He told her about the leukemia. She tells Nina and that she was never going to tell Willow. But what were Nina and Sunny looking in a box?
In Britt's box.
In Britt's box. Oh, Willow's papers did have Britt's name on them.
Oh, the leukemia.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's okay. Because
Nina.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking that the paper that she found had information about Willow being Nina's daughter. And I'm like, what? And then, yes, they found the paper in that box. Okay. Because Nina got the box of Britt's stuff from her office. Okay. See, we just need to talk it out. We'll get there eventually.
Right. Okay, so then Nina told Willow that she was her mom, and then we found out that Nina was not a match for Willow.
Right.
And then in the meantime, Anna and Valentine found Lucy in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Had she been stolen, kidnapped in 2022? We really should put, like, at the beginning, here's what's carrying over.
True.
Okay. And then Stella came back, and that's when she and Trina had the whole DNA talk about how she found out that she had somebody in Port Charles.
Mm-hmm. Except for we called it months and months ago.
Right. And that was it for January.
All right. So in February, we had Britt's memorial, which I'm still mad that they killed her.
I know.
They could have just let her go away, and then she could have come back healed at some point.
Right.
Willow and Michael's baby is born, Amelia Grace. Oh my God, I can't believe she's going to be a year already.
I know.
Ava hit Nicholas with a griffin statue, which I think you knew didn't kill him at that time. Like, I felt like I knew it didn't kill him, but
you never know. That wing to the temple could have really done the job.
And then Portia and Curtis had their wedding. Meh.
Ish.
Yeah. Epiphany passed the MCATs and is away checking out medical schools on the West Coast. Well, that's so sad. Portia tells Trina about Curtis possibly being her father. That was all part of the whole wedding stuff.
Right after the wedding. It's like, I do. By the way, could be your dad.
Maggie tells Sam and Dante Ryan is Esme's father.
And that was such a letdown because we thought Maggie was going to wind up being Esme's mom.
Yeah, I would have liked that so much better. And Laura told Kevin. And then Ryan and Heather break out of Spring Ridge with Esme.
That was kind of scary.
That was. And then Heather hooked Austin, and Spencer and Trina finally kiss. And Esme is in labor and has her baby boy Ace. So he's going to be a one too. Oh, geez. Ryan was killed because Mac shot him.
That was really good.
That was so good. And Heather was arrested as the Hook, which was such a letdown because we had such good ideas of who it could be. And we had people working together and all kinds of great ideas.
Right. And then in March, we found out that Mason has Nicholas on life support. We also learned that Liesl was a match for Willow. That's when Molly and TJ decided to have a baby.
Okay.
So they had it move very quickly at the beginning, and things have been, it seems like, progressing, but it has been 9 months.
That's good.
Because remember, in March, they were saying, and by the holidays, we'll have a baby. And it's like, even if you got pregnant today, no, you won't.
Right.
You likely would not.
Right.
And then Alexis was accusing Gregory of being an alcoholic because he was stumbling and dropping things. And Anna and Valentine stayed hiding out with Lucy. And I think that's when they were in Sunny's cabin. Wait, weren't they in the cabin though in February? Because that's when Valentine had found the piano. Wasn't that for Valentine's Day where he played something for Anna?
Maybe.
Aww. Okay. And then we learned that Selena had been tampering with Victor's drinks. Holly had given her a vial and it made him impotent.
I love it.
Which we learned because he was sleeping with Irene.
Yeah.
Eileen.
Yes.
And then Maxie and Bobby were planning the nurses' ball, and Bobby was talking about Jesse Brewer and the 60th anniversary of the hospital. Gladys sold Brando's garage. Anna and Felicia spooked Eileen. That was so great funny. In the morgue.
So funny.
Marshall has no genetic markers for schizophrenia, which has been heartbreaking, and they've kind of just dropped.
Right.
Except for they just brought it up again at the end of the year. So maybe they'll...
I feel like they're not really talking about if he has anything wrong or what is wrong. They're just focusing on the holidays whenever he's sad that he missed all of these different things.
Right. And then Cody told Dante that he's Mac's son. So I guess the DNA results came back at some point earlier in the year that I forgot to record. Liz kept her job.
Yes.
And there were letters received from Robin, Patrick, Dr. Navarro, and Griffin. The charges against Esme were dropped because of the amnesia.
I don't remember anything.
Victor killed Eileen by throwing her off the bridge.
Yeah.
And then we had the tribute to Epiphany. Do we want to review it?
It's so good.
So the tribute to Epiphany was Emma and Milo came.
Mm-hmm.
Milo still calls Sonny boss. And Diane asked him about Max.
Mm-hmm.
Felix came and he was remembering Epiphany with Brad. So that was nice to see them.
Yes.
It turns out that Epiphany had passed away because she was helping somebody that had been in a car accident. And then Diane was the executrix of the will. And Sonia Eddy's real-life friend, Yvette Nicole Brown, who is also a General Hospital fan, portrayed the person who Epiphany saved. And it turns out that she collapsed at the scene. I am sticking with that Epiphany became fireworks and Liesl set them off. Monica called and she let Liz know that Epiphany had written her a letter of support and that Epiphany had also recommended her to be head nurse. And then ended with showing Epiphany singing You Are Not Alone, and they put her up on the wall.
Such a good tribute, but you are so funny crying. You're not going to be able to handle.
Mean to.
You're not going to be able to handle all this Bobby stuff.
I'm not.
Man.
You're doing most of it. I really don't mean to. I'm like, yeah, we're going to talk about this. And then just stuff happens. Okay. And then Cam went to Stanford.
And then in April was the nurses' ball. Chandra Wilson was back as Sydney Valjean. Cody was arrested for bracelet theft. That was so ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Details of Anna, Lucy, and Valentine being kept at the safe house came out. Liesl and Ace were kidnapped.
Mm-hmm. Didn't he bring them to the Haunted Star? And then that's when Spencer...
Oh, yes. Okay. Spencer and Trina are then held captive on the Haunted Star.
Should have written that differently because Spencer went there. Trina followed him.
Yes. And then Chase was finally reinstated because Brooklyn gave a wonderful, heartfelt Chase's wonderful speech. And then Ethan was auctioned off to be killed and Tracy saved him. That was such a weird twist. Why did that even happen?
Right.
Molly may have endometriosis. Anna called Andre in for a favor.
When they were in... Was that when they were in Amsterdam?
That had to have
They were
been.
in one of the other...
It had to have been.
Yeah.
Gregory has ALS. Michael and Willow got married.
Except for...
The SEC crashed the reception to get Carly. That was so frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Victor takes Spencer, Ace, and Liesl to Greenland. Trina snuck on board. Christina and Sunny discuss her creating housing and a center for the homeless youth. I'm so glad that they did that long ago and have continued working on it.
Yeah.
That it wasn't an overnight thing that Daddy just threw money at it. And then it was Lexi Answorth's last episode, which makes me sad. Although I do think that new Christina's doing a good job.
I think she's doing a really good job.
I like new Christina more than I like any of the new Mollys.
I was going to say, I'm like, you can't say that you like her better than Lexi. But I think that if we were to have, I like her.
She carried over the right amount of Lexi's mannerisms, but also made it her own.
Yes.
So
yes,
I'm glad that Lexi's gone, but if she has to be gone, I'm okay with this.
You're sad that Lexi's gone.
Yeah, what'd I say?
I'm glad.
No, I'm sad that Lexi's gone. But if we have to have someone else, I'm not unhappy with the current portrayer.
Yes. I'll have to do a better job of actually writing this up. So this is all bullet pointed, guys.
But it's okay because it jogs our memory and then we talk about them. Or we don't.
Or we forget. What? And I'm like, what did I just do? So then in May, Victor had Valentine injected with the pathogen and he was hallucinating seeing Helena.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
We find out that Frisco had been replaced as director of the WSB because he wouldn't blow up Cassadine Island.
Yep.
Because everyone was on it.
Yep.
But the Haunted Star blew up. Still mad about that.
Yep.
But it killed Victor and everyone just returned to Port Charles.
Nothing happened. It's fine.
No. Deception launched the Deceptor. Curtis was asked to join the WSB because of his work in Greenland.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy asked Brooklyn to spy for her at Deception. Chase returned to work at the PCPD. Michael decided to not take Sunny down and put Dex in an awkward situation of, so what do I do now? The man's going to kill me.
Yep.
Nina asked Carly for help with Willow, and I think that was just in getting together their relationship.
Yeah.
Trina decides to go get the DNA test because after Greenland, she's like, maybe I should find out if you're my dad. Alexis offered Esme a job at the Invader.
Mm-hmm.
James still didn't get a birthday, even though he and Liesl were having dessert at Kelly's, and it could have been for his birthday. We did not give the kid a birthday.
Nope.
Gregory planned a trip to Disney, which still has not taken place.
It has not.
Sunny proposed to Nina.
Ugh.
Finn helped Chase by holding the speaker while Chase was singing to Brooklyn.
That was cute.
That was. And this is when we saw Christina recast Oh, and then we also had the first Molly temporary recast by Holiday Mia Craigle. And then there was the reading of Victor's will, which JB was his attorney and Martin attended in Valentine's place. And of course it was a video will, because what villain doesn't go video? Ava, he gave a rendering of her first true love, a gargoyle.
Mm-hmm.
Alexis got the Marushka doll representing her daughters, and Sam got tarot cards to find love.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte got Helena's necklace and pendant with the Cassadine crest to remind her who she is and who she will be. So why was Laura so that's Helena's necklace,
right?
When she put it on.
Yeah.
Valentine and all who have betrayed, he got Apollo's finger, and it was the ring finger, and the ring finger symbolized eternal love, creativity, and beauty. It's thought to be associated with the Greek god Apollo, while complementary gemstones for his finger include jade, amethyst, moonstone, sapphire, and turquoise. Spencer got a small box with the doves that he was going to give to Trina, and also a key, and that was to the lock box, to the safety deposit box.
Yep.
Nicholas remembered when he went to Victor as his family mourned his death. Spencer, he took good care of Spencer, and he gave him the deed to the property in Chechnya. Anna, his formidable opponent, leaves her the truth.
That was so mean.
And then Laura, the sole survivor of the great game started all those years ago. She can live her life in peace and has his respect and admiration, knowing that she was a worthy adversary. I'm sure that Laura is like, thank goodness Victor thinks that.
Right, exactly.
And then Willow had her transplant. Curtis moved back into his home with Portia.
Oh, yeah. He had finally started to forgive her for her lies.
Yep. The lab results came in. Curtis is Trina's biological father, but Ms. Wu had offered to alter the details or the results. And then Molly was diagnosed definitely with endometriosis.
And then in June, Carly put all the pieces together involving Dex, Joss, and Michael. Jordan and Zeke hook up. That could have been so good. Where is Zeke? Come on. News came out about Anna being a double agent in the WSB, arrested and resigns. In the middle of the month, Liz officially becomes head nurse. Ned overhears Nina turned Carly into the SEC. Then Ned was in a coma because he fell. That was in June? Wow, that was a long time.
Right.
He fell and hit his head, and so whenever he woke up, he thought he was Eddie Main. Drew was sentenced to 3 years in Pentonville for all the insider trading stuff. Laura, Kevin, and Valentine go to Chechnya. Lucy and Martin discuss not wanting to get married, except Lucy was lying because she did want to get married, but he doesn't want to get married because he gets all this money from his ex-wife. Portia finds out about Curtis and Jordan's kiss and gets all mad, and everyone with half a common sense is like, really, why are you angry? You're the one that lied to him for 20-some years. Violet parent-trapped Finn and Liz. That was cute. She's so cute.
That was.
And then Ava and Austin hook up after he kidnapped and returned Avery. I'm not sure why Ava hooked up with him after he helped kidnap Avery, even if she was safe. Anna's door was spray painted with the word murderer in red spray paint. And then Portia encourages Esme and Spencer to take parenting classes. When is it going to come out that Portia's not a nice person too?
Right.
Maybe with this whole move thing, she'll be like, no, Spencer can't go with you.
Yeah, maybe. And then in July, the charges were then dropped. I mean, this is months.
Yeah.
Against Cody by the jewelry company. Mac became interim commissioner. Willow's bone marrow treatment was successful. Drew went to Pentonville. Gladys has Sasha drugged. Esme and Spencer took those parenting classes, and I thought they did really well.
They did.
Finn and Liz got back together. Was that the shower?
Was that the shower?
I don't know.
That long ago?
I feel like the shower was more recent, but they at least talked about getting back together.
Yeah.
Okay. Yuri gave Terry a key to his apartment for their 1-year anniversary.
They're so cute.
July is when Curtis was shot, and we weren't sure if the target was Sunny or Anna. We're still not 100% sure. We're kind of thinking it's going more towards Sunny now, though.
Yeah.
And Curtis became paralyzed, but our favorite paramedic was there. Curtis saw his mom during his surgery, which would have been great if we had not just done the same exact thing with Willow the month before.
Yes.
Christina offered surrogacy at the Savoy, and it backfired because Molly overheard and was like, of course Christina wants to make this all about her.
Because Christina didn't even offer. Christina was talking to her mom and Sam. So the fact that Molly overheard and then got mad was Molly's fault, but whatever.
Lucy and Felicia went to see Jackson Montgomery.
Oh, those were so great.
Leo fell off Comet. Remember when he took Comet out on his own?
Yeah.
And then we saw Taggart sneaking alcohol.
Yeah, where is Taggart?
Right?
Where is Taggart?
No clue. Sasha stabbed Cody.
Yeah.
Oh, and he handled that so well. He's like, it's okay. I still love you. But we're friends. Esme visited Cyrus. Ava has a butler named Giles that we met. Carly is now the owner of Kelly's because Bobby gave it to her for $1 so she could use it to rebuild her life and finally get away from relying on somebody else.
Yes.
Her mom gave her a restaurant.
Yes.
And then Ava tells Sunny that she killed Nicholas, and Charlotte and Dante visited Lulu.
Which again, where is that?
Right?
So in August, Cyrus has a heart attack after being attacked by Book. Sasha was in Ferncliff. Gladys was in charge of the visitor list and was kept heavily drugged all the time. Cyrus asks Martin to give away all his money. Whatever, Cyrus. TJ and Molly meet with the surrogacy counselor/organization. Curtis goes to PT. Anna's house was burned down, which at the time we thought was by the same person that wrote Murderer.
Right.
Molly and TJ choose a surrogate.
So are we now to assume that that was Roman that burned down the house? Okay.
Yes, because remember, Charlotte swore she did not.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Gregory tells Finn his diagnosis. Monica called Olivia. Loved hearing from Monica. Wyatt is back as a friend of Jake's with a broken arm.
Yeah, remember he came and he had a broken arm. Or Jake had the broken arm. And Wyatt was coming to check on him.
Oh, okay, sure.
Remember they said something about it.
Sure, I remember Wyatt coming back. I don't remember the broken arm part, but it
should have written why.
Whatever. Ava's gallery is back. Miss Wu tries to buy the Savoy, which was just like ridiculous because every time that she said it, they were like, no, 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 we're not interested. Austin and Cyrus connection. Is he the boss? Yes, like Amanda said. Gladys has a restraining order issued against Cody.
And that was to keep him away from seeing Sasha, not necessarily against her, right?
Right. There was the luau at the Metro Court, and Tracy gets drunk and talks about Luke, and that was so sad because she misses him and loves him.
And Brooklyn was trying to get her drunk to get info out of her, and then all she wound up doing was talking about Luke.
Yes. And then TJ recognizes Mason as the guy that had kidnapped him, and Kelly's got a facelift. I like it. She didn't change too much.
She didn't. Like, it was scary there for a second, though.
Up a little bit. Like, I'm talking about the thing. I wasn't talking about that. She did that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, scroll up a little bit. And I'm like, okay, I will. I'm sorry.
She, talking about Kelly's, she, like, upped the atmosphere more so that it was, like, brighter, and
she kept the old diner feel, but a splash of more modern.
Right. The facelift is a good descriptor. So, Lucy, Maxie, and Brooklyn were in court against Tracy over the Deceptor rights, and then Diane is going to be on the board of Christina's nonprofit, which was perfect.
Yes, perfect. In September, Sunny was arrested. Why was Sunny arrested in September?
Because that was the whole CIA thing. He had planted the evidence for Betty to find.
Yeah. TJ and Molly's surrogate had the procedure. Brooklyn moved in with Chase. Anna upgraded to at the Metro Court. Eddie went to the recording studio, and when he was like, "Where's Sunny?" I'm like, "You guys don't like each other."
Right,
like things have changed.
It's okay.
Cody helped Sasha escape. Charges against Sunny were dropped. Jake and Charlotte had their first date, and then there was the softball games. Lucy turned down Tracy's offer of $49.51 at first.
Mm-hmm.
Willow went back to work. She was 6 months. I feel like that's a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Drew was beat up in Pentonville, and Cyrus saved him. Andrea has a positive pregnancy test. Spencer and Trina took a trip to New York City, and they said they loved each other, and they made love
for the first time.
Yeah. Blair visited Martin.
Yay.
Valentine bought a house in a day.
He did. He has a really good realtor.
Victor had mailed tarot cards to Charlotte while we learned that Victor had mailed the tarot cards because he's dead at this point. And then Eddie performed at the Savoy, but he also passed out.
Yes, he did. So I wonder if the tarot cards that he gave to Sam were like the family heirloom, or if the ones that he mailed to Charlotte were.
Ooh.
Because there's 2 sets there. Do they have multiple whatever?
Right.
So then in October,
I would have almost liked it better if Charlotte were a typical teenager and like found the cards at Sam's.
Yes.
Started doing some Googling.
Right.
And started going down that path.
Yes.
Rather than Victor writing her a letter, because I feel like Charlotte's smarter than that.
I think so too.
I think
so too.
Especially when they saw her while she was being kept at boarding school. Like, didn't she tell Victor? Like, she and Victor talked.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, hey, got your present, thanks.
Right.
It was like, I don't trust you.
Yeah, exactly.
So why would she trust a letter?
Right. So then in October...
Unless he brainwashed her with the tarot cards.
Oh, okay.
While they were face to face. And then, okay, let's add that. Right. Let's add that layer.
There you go.
Okay.
So in October...
Sorry.
Montague is arrested. Sunny loses it on Gladys and has her banished from Port Charles because she stole all Sasha's money.
Yeah.
Ava was kidnapped by Mason. Sunny married Nina. Blah. But Lois returns. Yay! Felicia becomes a patient advocate at the hospital. I do like that. I like that they gave her something to do and that it is such a good job for her.
Yes.
Chase finds out about Gregory. Portia gets promoted to co-chief. Laura is back in Port Charles. Nina and...
I got it in the... Sorry.
She was so excited about them getting married, she wrote it twice. And then Cyrus is released. And then Michael learns it was Nina that turned in Carly and Drew, and he confronts her. Why is Finn driving a Mini Cooper so important?
Because it was in there. They talked in great detail. I'm sorry. They talked in great detail about listening to classical music in the Mini Cooper on the drive to Vermont.
Okay.
Sorry. Now you don't have to read 2 lines down.
But wasn't it that Liz said she didn't want to take his car?
But it was just funny. We found that out. Oh, you just wait. I started keeping track then of all the little personality quirks that we learned.
Oh, geez.
I like that one, though. That's fun.
All right.
Not just Finn, just like in general, learning the personality things.
Yeah. So then Lucy signs over her 51% of ELQ. No, her 1%.
Yeah, because, Brooklyn brought that up this week about you kept going back and forth like it actually mattered. Like,
yeah, your 1% did not matter. But it did, actually.
I mean, it did, but she felt like she had all the control, and she's like, you had 1%.
True. So then Finn and Liz took their trip to Vermont in Liz's car, not Finn's, and TJ realizes that Mason kidnapped him.
And that kind of went nowhere. No, it was he recognized him, but then he realized.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So I misspoke.
He definitely...
a few months ago. Sorry.
He recognized him.
Yes, he recognized him.
But then, I thought that he was
recognizing him.
Why didn't we have TJ losing it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Then in November, Leo and Lois had a math off. There was a Halloween party. The costumes were Leo was Einstein, Avery was a mermaid, Michael was Darth Vader, Willow was Princess Leia, and Wiley was Luke Skywalker. So Willow and Wiley were brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael was the daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Donna was Bo Peep, Scott was a scarecrow, Trina was Red Riding Hood, and Spencer the Bad Wolf. Brooklyn was a referee wearing a BLQ hat, and Chase was a football player. Charlotte started to see Kevin and talk about, she really did open up to him about some of her thoughts that she was having.
She still hasn't
Not
done
completely.
enough. No.
Drew was released from Pentonville. Maxie was just subletted her apartment to Anna, and then Anna shot Charlotte because Charlotte broke into her apartment.
Exactly.
Ned came back.
He now knows that he's Ned.
He knew that he was Ned because of the whole siren song, and Olivia saved him from the lake.
Yeah.
Still think Alexis. I loved your Alexis was the siren.
I think that it would have been a good way to throw it all the way back, but nope.
And then he and Michael started arguing about the deal that Michael made while Ned was Eddie. Finn is being sued for malpractice. Valentine finds Victor's letters to Charlotte. The surrogate lost TJ and Molly's baby. Austin was shot and killed. Still don't know by who. Cyrus started working at the Port Charles Grill. Cody modeled with Sasha for deception, and now he's the male model. And they discussed their feelings and how they can only be friends. Ellen Travolta came back as Gloria, Lois's mom, for Thanksgiving. Emma visited for Thanksgiving. Back at the Quartermain Mansion, there was a fire in the kitchen. And then Monica, we learned, was at a conference in Germany for Thanksgiving. And Maxie's financial troubles came too late.
Yes. And then in December, Chase proposes to Brooke Lynn. Blaze and Christina kiss. Blaze's real name is Allison Rogers Ramirez. Molly and TJ accept Christina's offer to be a surrogate and egg donor. Esme moves out. Monica comes back. That was so exciting. I'm so happy to see her. The hospital is going to back Finn, which is very important because if not, he would have been not walking away from that.
Yep.
Possible surgery to help Curtis walk again, which I still think was too soon for Portia and him to tell everyone about, but whatever.
Yeah.
Brennan arrested. Is Pikeman over? Who knows? We haven't heard anything about it. Brooklyn decides to go back to Deception to get it back for Maxie, which I love. Aiden came out to Liz, which was also a great moment. Anna and Valentine officially break up.
Not a great moment.
Robert and Diane have dessert, meaning in her room. Marshall and Stella almost kiss, which I'm not sure how I feel about any of that still.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then Esme got her memory back and went straight to her mother. And then Alexis and Gregory go skydiving and they kissed afterwards.
Yes. And then for engagements, Sunny proposed to Nina, Chase and Brooklyn. For weddings, Portia and Curtis were married for Valentine's Day, Michael and Willow, and then Sunny and Nina. Ava and Nicholas were the only ones who got divorced this year.
Wow.
Yeah. For cheating in affairs, Joss slept with Dex before breaking up with Cam. She kissed him in 2022. Curtis and Jordan kissed at the Savoy.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan hooked up with Portia's sister, Zeke, which I know is not cheating or an affair, but I felt like that was
Portia's
kind
brother.
Yeah.
Not Portia's sister. That would have given it a whole new twist, but that's not what happened.
Sorry. Portia's brother, Zeke. I know it doesn't fall under cheating or affair, but I felt like that was just kind of a...
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Because then it went nowhere.
It should have gone that Jordan got pregnant by Zeke, and then at the same time, TJ and Molly are like, oh no, we can't get pregnant. And Jordan's like, oh crap, I have this baby by your uncle.
Here, have your brother?
No, I'm not saying she did.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying it would have been an interesting, like, what moment.
Okie dokie.
Pregnancies / babies. Amelia Grace was born in February, and then Esme had Ace in February, which I did not realize that till we just went over this. And then TJ and Molly's surrogacy. The surrogate miscarried the baby, and now Christina is going to be the new egg donor and surrogate. New relationships. Trina and Spencer kiss. They are official as of February-ish. And then they officially together decide at the nurses' ball that, yes, they are together.
Yeah.
Robert and Diane, no, at first, because he picked Holly, and then he picked Diane. I'm still not sure how I feel about that, as Diane, like...
She addressed it, though.
She did.
She was like, no. Are you going to go back to Holly?
Right. And then Chase and Brooklyn are official again. Can't remember when they broke up. I don't remember when they broke up either. It was over something silly.
Right, but then they
got back together, and then they ended up moving in together, and now they're engaged.
Yep.
Ava and Austin, which I did not like.
I feel like actually that should have been up there with the cheating, and maybe it should be cheating affairs and one night stands.
There you go.
Cheating affairs and hookups.
There you go. Beautiful.
Okay.
And then Finn and Liz again, but they are more interesting this time, so I will let them go for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Jake and Charlotte, and then Cameron is seeing a girl at school, Yuki?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't remember them saying her name.
Yep.
And then Stella has a boyfriend in England. His name is George.
Had.
Remember,
he proposed, and she said no.
George needs to come woo her.
Come on, George.
Come on over. And then Alexis and Gregory as of yesterday, because they kissed. So is that going to be something or not? It has to be something because they were already friends, like we said.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So breakups. Joss broke up with Cam after she slept with Dex. And then Ava and Austin, although they were never really together. And Anna and Valentine. Sad.
You'll be okay.
No.
You will.
They'll get back together. I know it.
Okay. Don't hold your breath. Parent / family reveals. Ava announces that Nicholas is the father of Esme's baby to Laura, Trina, Dante, Liz, and Spencer. I'm not sure how Ava knows that when it doesn't seem like Esme knew that. But anyway, Nina tells
Esme
Willow...
had amnesia. There's a lot she didn't know.
That's true. Nina tells Willow she is her mom after learning from Carly. Maggie tells Sam and Dante Ryan is Esme's father, and Dante shares with Jordan. Uncertain of who Trina's dad is, that it came out at the wedding then that he could be her dad, and then it's confirmed to be Curtis. And then Ryan and Heather tell Esme that they're her parents, and she was not happy.
No. Died funerals, Brit, and then in the catacombs of France by water.
Oh, yeah.
Killed Renee, Jean-Claude, and Gavin.
Yeah.
Valentine was supposedly confirmed dead, and Anna was assumed dead after the catacombs collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas died again, but then, whatever. The guard at Spring Ridge killed by Ryan.
Yes.
Ryan.
Thank goodness.
Epiphany with a lot of really crying faces.
Mm-hmm.
Eileen. Victor, I put question mark just because
I don't know.
We never know.
Right.
Gordon died in the alley. That was one of the guys from Pikeman.
Yep.
TJ Molly's baby. Austin. And then Forsyth was killed by a hit and run. And then back from the dead, I did forget to put Nicholas. And Anna, Valentine, and Lucy were not to us, but to Port Charles. They thought that they were dead.
Right.
This one we started last year. We didn't know where it was going to go.
When we saw Christina, March 2nd at Sam's for TJ Molly's anniversary brunch. March 15th, went to Sonny Stone's apartment after Dex was shot. April 21st, preparing for Michael's wedding, talking to Sam at Charlie's, talking with Dex about the business Sonny is helping her start. And then April 27th, Lexi's last day at the wedding of Michael and Willow. I wonder if she timed it like that on purpose.
Oh.
And then new Christina in May, and we've seen her consistently since then.
Then we have lab results, accurate and not accurate. So Cody's was done in 2022.
Yeah.
Okay. Willow's leukemia, the donor match was not cleared for surgery. That was it.
Okay.
So I guess that was an accurate, could have been a match, not accurate, able to be. But Liesl was a match, and Curtis is Trina's biological father.
Okay. Health concerns, Esme with her dissociative amnesia, but now she's cured. Willow with leukemia, and now she's cured. And Gregory, but in the beginning we didn't know if anyone was ever going to learn about it because all he did was talk in circles. But finally in April, it was revealed that he has ALS. Molly with her endometriosis. Valentine was given the pathogen, but then he was healed. Ned fell in the pool and became Eddie Main, but he's now come out of that. Curtis was shot and he's in a wheelchair. We'll see if the new therapy works or not. Sasha was given drugs and had a mental breakdown. She was given so many drugs. I don't even know how she's okay.
Seriously.
Now. Apparently Molly had an accident and hurt her foot because all of a sudden she showed up in a boot and everyone was babying her. Cyrus had a heart attack and Charlotte was shot.
And then for hospital stays, Esme was brought in with hypothermia after she was taken out of after she got out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Willow for the leukemia treatments. For a second, Mac was treated for being knocked out by Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Austin was hooked.
Yep.
Esme was in the hospital after delivering Ace. Anna after being shot by Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Esme, again, after being knocked unconscious when Ace was kidnapped.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, 1, 2, 3. I think, who's going to win, Willow or Esme? Willow passed out after Michael told her that he's taking down Sonny. Willow after her transplant. And then Ned for the whole Eddie Main thing. Curtis. And then Sasha went to Ferncliff. Cody went to Ferncliff, but that was intentional.
Right.
Drew was beat up at prison, so they took him to the hospital. Mason was in the hospital, and then Charlotte.
Wow, there's a lot of shootings this year.
I know.
Dex shot the hook. Ava tried to shoot Ryan. Max shot Ryan. Dex and Sonny in the warehouse with a sniper, and Dex was able to push him down.
Yes.
Shooting at Valentine, Anna, and Lucy at Sonny's safe house because they were trying to get them back to do whatever. Victor shot Anna and Laura. Curtis shot the bad guy. Curtis got shot at the Metro Court. Dante shot Mason. Dex shot Mason. Anna shot Charlotte, and we still don't know who, but someone shot Austin.
And then other violence and illegal activities. Joss was attacked but not hooked. Britt was not fully hooked but scratched. Sonny punched Nicholas when he told him Esme was pregnant with his baby and wasn't telling Spencer about Britt's death. Good job, Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
Ava hit Nicholas. Ryan stabbed the guard and knocked Mac out. Heather hooked Austin. Victor threw Eileen off the bridge. Victor had Liesl and Ace kidnapped, tried to throw Spencer and Trina off the Haunted Star. Tons of fist fights. Trina knocked out the nanny. Oh, yeah, that's right. They had a fake nanny.
Oh, yeah.
And Anna shoots at Victor and his guys. Drew and Carly questioned about insider trading. Spencer punched Dex at the high side. Austin had Avery kidnapped, quote, kidnapped. Ms. Wu smacked Cody. Sasha stabbed Cody. Eddie and Mason fought at the bar at the height. Yeah. Anna's house burned down and the hotel was ransacked by Charlotte. Okay, so now we need to have that not be...
Right, the hotel was... Or the
house burned down, period.
Down by... What's his name?
Roman. And then her hotel was ransacked by Charlotte. Dr. Montague was tied up as Cody and Sasha escaped. Drew was beat up in the shower at Pentonville. Cody punched Dr. Montague in the stomach just in case he's already being charged with assault, which I loved. Ava was kidnapped and Austin tried to suffocate Mason. And I feel like, was that the last violence that we saw? Oh, no. We just had the, the shootout with pikemen and stuff.
Right. People Sonny intimidated. Dex, mostly verbal warnings. The pikemen group, what's in the box? And Gladys by yelling at her about what she did to Sasha and sending her away.
I feel like that was a very anticlimactic category.
Yes, it was.
And then for blackmails, Cody kind of threatened Gladys and she had him arrested but won't say anything against her. So he wasn't like really blackmailing her, but kind of was.
Right.
Anna threatened blackmailed the WSB for Robert and Annie's safety. And that's when she resigned because she was being blackmailed. And then Gordon threatened Austin and Mason that he'll tell Sonny what they're up to. And then he died.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Arrest/trials. Cody for the theft of Gladys's bracelet at the nurse's ball that he didn't actually steal. She put it in his coat pocket. Link from the nurse's ball. Robert was arrested by the WSB. Drew and Carly were detained for insider trading. Anna by the WSB. Drew was sentenced for insider trading with like the most unfair sentencing in the whole world. Sasha was arrested by Chase for stealing from Logan's department store. That was so sad. She had no idea what she was doing. Sonny for all of his CIA stuff. Cody turned himself in, but Chase was arrested. Dr. Montague, Finn, and the hospital are being sued for malpractice.
I feel like that's a pending trial. I guess I shouldn't have put that in there yet.
It's fine. And then Brennan/Pikeman.
Whatever happened there.
For the whole arrests.
Yeah. So new/brought back/destroyed locations and businesses. So Pier 27 we hadn't really seen before, but that's where Britt was waiting for her boat. Brooklyn's room/quarter, the music room at the Q Mansion.
Okay.
Anna and Valentine in Paris.
Yes.
The French catacombs. The jeweler who donated the bracelet for the nurse's ball was a new business. Somewhere in Greenland's Cassadine compound. The farmer's market near Rice Plaza.
Okay.
The Q den went back to normal.
Yeah.
TJ and Molly's apartment. That was new.
The
Brassier in Pine Valley. Pentonville visiting room is now like a luxury spa.
It is.
The Surrogacy matching group. Carly remodeled Kelly's. There's a new club, Intrigue, that's downtown that was mentioned by Selena. It's hotter than the Savoy.
Yep.
Valentine's new house.
Yes.
Winding Road Stables was mentioned as the place where Butterscotch is being boarded. Spinelli's place was new.
Right.
There's a Port Charles boxing arena.
Okay.
Cafe Cherie is where Blaze turned down Lucy, but then also we've seen a lot of people there since.
Yes.
But I think that was the first time. Freddy's Formals is where Robert borrowed his tux. Crosby Home Security is who secures Spoon Island. Not doing a good job, guys. And then, we had the Port Charles heliport.
Yes, that we've never seen before.
Yes.
So, events and celebration, Britt's memorial, Chase and Blaze performed at the Savoy, Curtis and Portia's wedding, Epiphany's celebration of life, the nurse's ball, Willow and Michael's wedding, Curtis's birthday, the Metro Court luau, Eddie singing at the Savoy, the Halloween party at Kelly's, and the Christmas party at the hospital.
This just really worked out with
geez, Louise.
Books. Yeah, that's right. I went back and read all of my notes to see what books I found.
Has she read any of these yet?
I actually don't think that. Oh, wait. There's one. Hold on.
Okay.
So in January in the Quartermain Solarium, we saw The Birds of America and Hearst's Cherry Blossoms. At Nina's, there was a book about Chanel, another one about Yves Saint Laurent, 2 different books about Valentino, and an art book about Banksy. In February at Portia's, there was a book about architecture, which we saw continually throughout the year. At Finn's, there was a book called Ghost Milk and Q is for Quarry. At the Gatehouse, behind Willow, there was a book, Hellraiser. In Sunny's office in March, there was Boxed, Havana Boxing Club, and Gordon Parks' Muhammad Ali. In the solarium in May, there was a National Geographic book on the table. In July, Finn was reading Parasites and Worms in Humans by Dr. David Young.
Ugh.
The Four Agreements I have read. Cyrus was reading it in prison. No, he had it in prison. It was sitting next to him because I am still pretty sure that the book he was reading was Jeff Kober's real life book, Embracing Bliss. If it was not, I'm saying it was because I think that would have been awesome.
Okay.
In July, Joss was reading the book Budapest Crossing by Pierce Rupp, which is not a real book or a real author. However, the book had been being read by Anna in August of 2022. In July, all of Sunny's books are about boxers. There was 2 Outstanding Fighter different editions and also How to Fight, but I couldn't read the 4th one. And then later on, he had a book, Boxed, A Visual History and the Art of Boxing. At the AA meeting in August, Q is for Corey in Psychology of a Memory. So I guess they use Finn's office? Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
No, he had Q is for Quarry there. There have been some books that have been in multiple places, but
Yeah.
So that was in the AA meeting. In Sunny's office, when Betty was tapping into the computer, there was a book titled Manipulation behind her. Joss was reading a real book, The Other Black Girl, in September. Felicia was reading a book, The Patient Advocate, The Best Patient Advocate, in the Quartermain Solarium in September. There was a book about the architecture of trees. On Valentine's coffee table in October, there were a few books. Surprise Me was the only one I could really read the title of. And then there was either The Last or The Lost Something. And then the entireties, I don't know. In Kevin's office, there was the Clinical Decision Making and Colectoral Surgery. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The Substance Abuse Problem. Dr. Fishbin's Popular Illustrated Medical Encyclopedia, Infectious Madness, and James Wood's Upstate. On Laura's coffee table was a book about Star Trek. In Charlotte's room, there was From the Horse's Viewpoint, the Encyclopede, which is French for encyclopedia, the Encyclopedia of Horses, and a Horse Encyclopedia.
Oh, my.
And then in the Quartermain Den, there were way too many white books to process. And then when Ava went back to Nina's, there was a book about Chanel and Valentino, but actually they were Nina's books, and they are just there, still there. That's it.
You're such a dork, but I love you.
And of course, they had The Night Before Christmas at the hospital.
Yes. So what happened at the pier? Dante told us there are cameras on 54 because it caught footage of Joss walking to Pier 55 on the night Britt saved her life. I'm still so sad about Britt. This is like bringing up flashbacks.
I know.
Sadness. Holly confided in Robert that she needed to help Ethan, said goodbye to Robert. Sam and Mac discussed Miss Wu's poker games and fireworks on New Year's Eve.
Not a whole lot happened there.
No.
And then recast or Sorast. So Adam Huss has been appearing as Nicholas Cassadine the couple times that he has been there. Charlotte was originally recast with Anna Sophia Bianchi, and she was aged up. I think we felt like she was aged up, but she may not have been.
I don't know.
James has been recast. Emma, we're pretty sure that they did age her up like a year or two.
Yes.
Not a huge amount because it's the same actress.
Right.
Ethan was recast with Ryan James, Christina, Kate Mancy. Molly was temporarily played by Holiday Mia Craigle, then recast in July by Brooke Ann Smith, and now she is being portrayed by Kristen Vaganos.
Okay.
Yep. Georgie was aged up to 14, but I feel like we've had this actress for a little while.
Yes.
Danny was recast. Scarlett Fernandez came back as Charlotte. And then we had temporary recast of Joss from Courtney Folk and a one-day temporary recast of Maxie by Nicole Paggi.
Perfect. Oh, and then who left the show? Kelly Thibault, Marcus Coloma, William Lipton, Haley Puglias, Lexi Ainsworth, Bonnie Burrows, and Roger Haworth, which all of those make me sad.
I know. Return to the show, though. Milo came back. Emma came back twice for Epiphany's funeral and Thanksgiving. James, Ethan, Tracy, Lulu's body, because we did see a body shape.
Yes.
Charlotte and Dante went to visit. Lois.
Yay.
Gloria Cirillo.
Yay.
And Monica.
Yay.
Whoop whoop.
New characters. Detective Bennett. Thor is the new Horsefowl. Son of one of Victor's bodyguards gives Anna and Valentine info about Lucy. I don't remember that. Renee Levesque is the lady that kissed Valentine.
Pukey face.
Sterling Robinson was Portia's dad. Zeke was Portia's brother. Amelia Grace is new baby. Maggie Fitzgerald, the one that told Esme's past. Warden Brewster, long gone. Hersley, a WSB agent, also last name of the show's creator. Oh, that's a good catch. J.D. Brown, Victor's attorney, knows Martin in case that's relevant later.
Do you know how many times I've told you about Hersley?
I love Hersley?
Yeah, said it a few times.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Yes.
Alrighty.
But yes, I like to keep my little notes.
I like your notes.
In case it's relevant later.
Yes.
You never know when someone's going to come back and you're like, wait a second.
Yes.
And then I obviously don't catch the ones that we really need.
No, you catch. You're perfect. It's all good. It's all good in the GH hood.
Okay. We have not had any champagne either. I was thinking about getting us some and then I forgot.
Dr. Damon Montague, Sasha's doctor, to determine guardianship, and he was a sleazeball.
Yes.
Jackson Montgomery, yay! Irene Ashford is Curtis's mom. Seth Kruger is the busker in Rice. Am I saying that right? Busker?
Yeah.
In Rice Plaza. I know what it is, but the word confused. Like, how to say it.
It sounds wrong.
Giles is Ava's butler, and Betty Rutherford is Avery's new nanny temporarily. And then Stance is a horse. You love these horses.
I was going to say, maybe we need a new pet category.
Andrea Gates, Molly and TJ's surrogate. Elise was Lucy's attorney. Warden Garton. Was that the second one?
Oh, that might...
Or that's the first one. Did we get two wardens?
No, yeah, because there's Warden Brewster.
Okay.
And I feel like I should have pointed...
Was Brewster the one that left because she didn't care anymore, and then that was the new one?
Yes.
Okay. Blair Kramer. She's not new. She's just a crossover
but she was a crossover, so...
Yeah, I know, but since I know them, I feel like we all know them.
New to General Hospital. I thought the same thing with Jackson.
Yes. Judge Kim, who is a jerk. Zeon, Selena's good friend. Trigger, yet another new horse. And Beth is the server at Kelly's.
And did not put in here Janice, the nurse at Springridge, who was played by Josh Swickert's real life wife, Lauren.
Yes.
Because Andrea Gates was also played by Gregory Harrison's real life daughter.
Ah, okay.
Should have put that in there. And the sound girl at Home and Heart.
Oh, yes, is Laura's daughter. Yes.
So sorry. And then we had job changes.
Oh, geez.
So Dietrich, Heather Weber's favorite bodyguard, was fired for stealing. Yeah. Gladys was working for Selena. Found out that Selena had an MBA in finance. Oh, see, now that is something that we should have put down in the...
Yes.
Gonna move that. Frisco was replaced as director. Curtis was asked to be in the WSB. Christina starting a foundation. Anna resigned from the WSB. Jordan was deputy mayor. Remember they asked Taggart to be commissioner and then he's like, no, get me back to detective?
Yeah.
So where is he?
I don't know.
Mac was interim commissioner. Carly is the new owner of Kelly's. And Joss actually started working. Did she do that one time?
No, I think she's done it twice.
Oh, okay. She's quite the career woman.
She is.
Maxie fired Brooklyn. Marshall started running the Savoy for Curtis. Felicia is now a patient advocate. Portia is co-chief of staff. Aiden started his fancy cupcake business.
Yes.
Tracy owns 51% of Deception. Blaze signed with Brooklyn after turning down being the face of Deception.
Mm-hmm.
And Cyrus is a dishwasher at the Port Charles Grill.
He is.
See, now this is fun.
Okay. Other random facts or character traits we learned. Spoon Island is a microclimate. Okay. Nina's phone number is area code 716, which is Buffalo. Diane takes trapeze classes. That is so crazy. And Carolyn Hennessy does that in real life. But I mean, I guess it's more crazy that Carolyn Hennessy does it in real life than Diane does it on TV. But wow. Finn has a Mini Cooper because we got to mention this 100 times.
I think that's actually what prompted this entire thing.
Michael dips his fries in milkshakes. Lois has overseen 4 Grammy-nominated albums and countless international tours. Scout wants to take crossbow lessons. Sunny parks like a jerk. Lois was in a roller derby. I really wish they'd have showed us something of that because I don't remember any of that.
Right, because I mean, she was talking about it like she did it.
Right. And then Adam plays guitar. And then Dante wanted to be, he was not, he wanted to be a Port Charles pioneer, which is absurd because they did not live in Port Charles.
Yep.
And then Alan has a train set he loved and it didn't go up until Christmas Eve. That is cute. Aww.
And then we had some guest stars. Again, Chandra Wilson. She portrayed Sydney Valjean, who is like she did the red carpet at the nurses' ball. Daniel Ponder was the music for the nurses' ball.
Nice.
Lauren Swickard was Janice at Ferncliff.
Mm-hmm.
Ellen Travolta as Gloria. And even though we don't know her from anything else, I guess we should say Gregory Harrison's Chase. Hold it. What's his real name? His real name is Gregory Harrison, because then his last name or his son's name is Harrison Chase.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So Gregory Harrison's real life daughter was Andrea.
Yes.
Oh.
And then actors that we lost: Jackie Zeman, Billy Miller, and Tyler Christopher. Oh, it's been a rough year.
Yeah. And then, so this isn't necessarily, we didn't keep up with this one. For thoughts and predictions, we said that multiple hook killers would be a better storyline than Heather.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda thought that Eddie's muse was Alexis. I thought it was Lois. Neither of us were right. It's Olivia.
That's right.
And you think that Dex is Deke's grandson.
Yeah, that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember thinking that. That would be good. I was smart whatever day I said that.
Right. Like, we need to start writing some of these down because some of them are so cool.
All right, things Amanda was right about. Gladys having a gambling addiction and Cyrus being bad and a boss.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But things that I was right about.
Things that Shannon was wrong about. Cyrus being good and not the boss.
I still am not buying that he is the boss.
Okay.
So things that Shannon was right about: Liz becoming head nurse, Valentine finding a piano to sing for Anna. Yes. I think that was probably my favorite one. No, because also claiming credit for the scholarship in Epiphany's name.
Mm-hmm.
Sophia Matson being pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Operation Demeter, which that was a stretch. That one, I deserve a gold star for that one.
All right, I'll give you that gold star.
The Savoy having mocktails.
Uh-huh.
I think that they took that idea from our conversation.
Absolutely.
The warden being in charge of Cyrus. So he's not, maybe I should take that out. Well, no, because the warden was in charge of Cyrus in a way.
She was in charge of Cyrus. That's why he had the freedoms that he had in
Should I take that out of there then?
No.
Okay.
No, just in prison, I guess.
Okay. Charlotte did ransack Anna's room because you were very adamant that that was not. And Mason was TJ's kidnapper. I don't think I've been right about anything since.
I didn't disagree with all of those, except for I didn't know about Charlotte. Things we were right about. Multiple hooks would have been better than just Heather Weber.
How many times are we going to say that?
Uh-huh. The way Carly explained how Willow was taken away from Nina without Phyllis knowing. Brooklyn and Eddie make music. And Maxie moves into Lulu's house.
And then storylines that went nowhere. Ellie and Griffin.
Right? That was like so exciting.
Right. Did we ever get any answers?
No.
Because we forgot to mention this, that from Helena's video, did we get any answers?
No, we didn't.
No. Taggart, why isn't he even in Trina's life anymore?
Right?
Now he's heavily drinking.
Him since the paternity came out.
No, and he had such a great breakdown.
Still don't know the next one.
Don't know what is hidden in Dante's past that Cody knows about. And what's up with Harmony visiting Willow?
Yeah.
I mean, we know she's saying, watch it, whatever, but there's still been some things that she hasn't.
Right.
There's still been silent words, I guess.
Right. So we were preempted on January 2nd for the Rose Bowl, April 4th, June 13th, June 22nd, October 3rd and 4th for the wild card.
That's baseball, remember?
Yes.
Okay.
October 10th, which was supposed to be Lois's first day back, and November 24th because it was Black Friday football.
I roll. And then the 411 topics that we covered this year in January. We started off on the 5th with the 2022 recap. On the 12th, we talked about the Haunted Star. The 19th, 26th, and February 2nd, we talked about Britt and Brad's friendship.
Aww.
Yeah.
February 9th and 16th, we chatted with Lydia Look. That's so good.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, we need to talk to her again. And then the 23rd was a fan spotlight. Artemis Hill. I remember him.
And then in March, we talked about Windermere, the Parapet, the Catacombs, and Cassadine Stables, and Spoon Island.
Wow.
It was all about the Cassadines that month.
I feel like it was that long ago.
I know.
That. April 6th was about Epiphany. April 13th was about the G and Betty boys. The 20th was about General Hospital's 60-year celebration, and the 27th was Ethan Lovett.
May 4th, we talked about the WSB. The 11th was all about Andre Maddox. The 13th, we broke down the history of Sam and Alexis.
Because she had said for the last time that we wanted to hear how she raised 3 daughters. And we had to clarify.
Let's keep track of that
she
one.
She did not. And then she got it right this last week. Whenever Sunny and her were talking, Sunny was like, you raised 2 strong daughters.
Yes.
I was like, yes, that's right, 2.
So Sunny got it right.
Sunny got it right. Okay.
And then on the 25th, we played the Guess Who game that I made.
That was so fun.
That was fun.
We do that again.
We do.
June 1st, fan spotlight with Ariel. The 8th, revisit chat with Riel Andrews. The 15th and 22nd, fan spotlight with Rob Rosello. 15 and 22nd?
Yeah, that was a 2-parter.
Oh, okay. And then the 29th, revisit chat with Bradford Anderson. Yay.
July 6th, we told you all about Eddie Main. The 13th was about L&B Records. The 20th, we revisited the chat we had with Perry Shen. And on the 27th, we talked about Jackson Montgomery.
I love the revisits. I do. So August 3rd, fan spotlight with Janelle. The 10th, revisit chat with Easton. The 17th, revisited our chat with Kathleen Gotti. 24th, revisit our chat with Vincent Arizari. And the 31st, revisit our chat with Hudson West.
And then in September, we revisited our chat with Michael Sutton. On the 14th, we talked all about Christina Cassadine, Alexis's sister.
Mm-hmm.
On the 21st, we told you all about Blair Kramer.
Mm-hmm.
And then on September 28th and October 5th, we had our chat with Darren Tunder.
I love him.
Yes.
I love him, but I hate his character so much. October 12th, encore of Lois Cirillo. The 19th, Harmony Miller. And the 26th, Quartermain Gatehouse.
And November was all about the Quartermains. On the 2nd, we talked about the mansion. On the 9th, the additional buildings on the Quartermain compound. On the 16th, we talked about the Quartermain staff. And on the 23rd, we shared their Thanksgiving disasters.
Which there are many.
Yes.
And then December 7th, Desperate Hospital, where we talked about all the characters that had played on Desperate Housewives and General Hospital. The 14th was a fan spotlight, Lenny from All General Hospital's TikTok account. The 21st, the Mob Princess storyline, which was just an awful, awful storyline. And the 28th, the holiday proposals. We didn't get any write-ins, so we missed any holiday proposals?
No.
Darn, I wanted some.
So tell us about our hopes and predictions and how right or wrong we were.
So someone wrote in and said that they hoped that Sunny could reconcile with Michael and Joss. And I was like, that's never going to happen. And this year they absolutely did. We both said, and so did a lot of our listeners, that they wanted Roger Howarth to get a better storyline and to do something with him because we're all quite aware of what a good actor he is. And they didn't do anything with him, and then they killed him.
Yeah, not cool, guys. Well, I guess they kind of gave him a better story. I think they thought they gave him a better storyline with the whole Ava, Mason, that stuff.
Everyone, us and our fans, said that we wanted Carly to do something that was like about herself, not revolving around a man helping her out. So Kelly's would be, although her mom helped her out, she did not take the help from Sunny.
She didn't.
Didn't Michael offer it to her again whenever Nina offered her back her half of the hotel? And she said, no, I'm going to keep doing this on my own. I do not need you guys. So that was good. Like, we got what we wanted there. Everyone commented on someone coming in for Cameron to have a girlfriend, which I guess technically we were right because he does have a girlfriend, but
we haven't seen it.
Cam got sent away. And you, of course, were just in love with Valentine and Anna and wanted that to be a happy little story all year.
It almost made it.
And it didn't. It crashed and burned before we got here. So we didn't say anything about Charlotte. Like, I don't know if we weren't on the...
I don't think she was even on.
Okay. So there was no comments about Charlotte.
Because when she came back recast was the first time we had seen her in a while.
Okay.
I don't think we saw her at all in 2022.
Okay. That would make sense then. Because, there was no comment about that. The hook killer you already discussed, but there was lots of talk between all of us with who should be the hook killer and that it needed to be 2 people and who were the 2 people working together. And then disappointed that it's Heather because that's not what we wanted. and lots of talk about Esme and wanting her to just go away. And she did not go away. She's been here all year and making the different choices that were good choices up until this last week or so. Now I'm not sure what she's doing.
Right.
So that was pretty much it. We all had the same loves and hates. Oh, we were all bored with Gregory and Austin and Mason. Like that was which I feel like they did give Gregory a better storyline this year. I mean, excuse me, even though it's sad, at least it's a good storyline. And then it was the same love and hate for the people who loved Nina, hoped that she went on to have a very happy 2023. And the people that hated Nina wanted her to just go away, me included. So,
all right. So what are your hopes and predictions for 2024?
Oh, I know another one. Someone said that they hoped everyone was either for or against, obviously, but like really for or really against Chase and Brooklyn, because some people said they wanted Chase with Sasha, and then other people were like, no, no, no. So people were saying for Chase and Brooklyn to get pregnant this year for 2023. Is what they wanted. So I'm happy that we got an engagement and are getting a wedding instead for 2024. And predictions? I don't know. I'm so lost on so much stuff. I think there's going to end up having to be a war between Sunny and Cyrus's people, especially with all this new Nina stuff in.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else I feel like I know is going to happen, because I don't like being wrong. I'd be okay if Carly and Drew broke up too.
Okay.
But I don't know who I'd put Carly with, and I feel like she's not going to be alone.
She could just be alone for a minute.
No, I don't feel like she's going to be, because obviously we're going to have to address the fact that Bobby has passed away, and so Drew's going to be either Drew's going to be there extra mushy, or all this stuff with Nina is going to explode, and Sunny is going to be there for her extra mushy, and then they're going to end up back together. There you go. There's my predictions. Bobby will bring Carly solidly with one of the two men.
Okay.
All right, how about you?
Luke's coming back.
Oh, I hope. Oh, that was your one funny prediction. You were like, yeah, and then Luke's going to come back and they're going to bring Lucky and blah. And I was like, your hope is just a little too high. Ethan and blah, 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 because of Holly coming back for that month.
But I was right then.
You
Ethan came back.
You were right about Ethan coming back. But the way you said it was it was
it was going to be
unit coming back together.
No.
And that's not how it went. But you were right about Ethan. Good job.
Yay. Christina and Molly, there is going to be something that does not work out there.
Yeah, but that's sad.
I said it before and I hate saying it, but I kind of just want them to kill Nicholas just because of Tyler Christopher.
Yeah.
I just want it.
Right. Oh, that was your hope for this year, was that they focused more on Leo. And I feel like you didn't really get that.
No. Okay, let's focus more on Leo this year. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I said when we were talking about the Bobby thing, what did I say that they should do as a tribute for her? It wasn't, did I say the training program or something like that? Because I said the scholarship for Epiphany, which they did do.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had an idea about Bobby a couple weeks ago, and I can't remember what it was.
With training.
Because she was it was the patient advocacy that they would do some kind of a memorial fund for Bobby, in Bobby's name, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to scratch out that patient fund. I'll just do patient fund.
There you go.
Lulu's going to wake up.
Oh, God, I hope so.
I have Nina and Sunny getting divorced, but Carly and Drew getting married.
Oh, no. See, I don't think Carly and Drew are going to get married.
And Faith Roscoe's coming back.
Now she's back to her wishful thinking.
Exactly. That'd be so awesome, though. Is Dex's mom.
Oh, wow. You're really putting it all in there. People taking bets on this?
Gotta go big, guys. Gotta go big. All right.
Yeah, we didn't go that big last year. We were just...
I did. Apparently, I brought back...
I think you just wanted Lucky back, but yes, you were like, Luke's going to come back with Lucky and...
Do you think Jonathan Jackson's going to come back for Bobby?
Oh my gosh. Okay, that would make me cry and be so sad that he was leaving right again.
And maybe she'll go sing. When she'll wake up, he'll sing to her and she'll wake up.
Okay, I'll take that. That's beautiful. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay. I'll make them actually do that.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, we should have some kind of a thought about deception, though. Do you think Brooklyn will get it back to Maxie?
We wanted Lucy back because that's when Lucy was kidnapped.
Oh, yeah,
towards the end of the year, and so
I feel like that was a newie. She was coming back.
Yeah,
there was no way.
There was no way she was going to be gone by the time the nurse's ball came around. She had to be back. But yes, that was something else that people were like, "Bring Lucy back! What the heck?"
Right. All right. So there you have it, our recap for 2023. If we missed anything, please email us, peer54podcast@gmail.com, and our hopes and predictions for 2024.
See how wrong we are in the year.
See how this goes.
So have a good weekend.
And we'll meet you at the pier. Bye. Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to peer54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review. And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Peer54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at peer54podcast@gmail.com.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I
filed my return,
but I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though. I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.